Good morning, Sarah. Good morning, everyone.
Love the Golden Gate Bridge.
Oh, yeah. I figured it would be a good thing for this nice sunny morning. So,
Yeah. Um, okay.
Yeah, I think we just lost Jackie. Do you want to give her a moment before we get started to
Yeah,
rejoin?
there she is.
Sorry, I
It's okay.
I couldn't hear anyone on my desktop.
All righty. Well, we have our four, and I am going to, because it is 9:01, so I am calling the March 25th special meeting of the Akron Tree Commission to order. You want to call the roll, Sarah?
Viviano here. Forte,
here.
Fusco, Flash, Judy,
Here.
Robinson, Vredenberg,
Here.
Wyatt. We do have a quorum.
Great. Okay, our one item on the agenda is Arbor Day. And Jackie, I think you probably have as much information about it going forward as anyone. So would you like to tell us what's happening?
Sure. So Akron Public Schools is on spring break, I think, as everybody discussed at the last meeting, during the week of Arbor Day. I know we have to plant a tree on Arbor Day, and so I believe you all discussed doing that at Joy Park on Arbor Day, which is great. But the schools are still interested in working with us on doing some tree plantings, and Matt got donations secured from Davy Tree and Vismig Landscape. So, and Vismig and Davy are still interested in planting those trees, as are APS. They just reached out this morning and asked if that was still a go because they'd like to take it to their meeting. So we just need to choose a week or a day to do this, or a couple of days, and then we can move forward with that. And I know Councilman Fusco wanted to have like an Arbor week. So I don't know if we want to do that. Let me pull up the April calendar. So like the week of the 14th of April, or the week of the 28th through May 2nd, instead of actual Arbor Day. So like do the tree planting at Joy Park on Arbor Day to fulfill our charter or whatever we have to do for the tree commission, and then also plant some trees at schools.
Okay. I know we had talked about going to, and this would be the week, I think, after Arbor Day. I think that makes more sense, unless someone has a better idea. Um, rather than getting the jump on Arbor Day, that we have Arbor Day, and then that introduces the next week's activities with the schools. Um, but we had suggested 5 days that week, one each at a different school. And on my list, I have Schumacher, Kraus, Buchtel, Mecky Bright, and Innes.
Okay. Those have changed a little bit with APS. So the schedule that we were thinking we would do, they wanted to not keep them in the same neighborhoods, and then also try to do more CLCs, or the schools with younger children. So we were thinking Kraus CLC, which is in Ward 3, Finley CLC, which is in Ward 2,
Which was
McGee-Bright,
that one?
Kraus CLC in Ward
Yeah.
3, then Finley in Ward 2,
Okay.
McGee-Bright in Ward 7, Case in Ward 8, and then Schumacher and Ward 4. So that would like be
Okay.
in different areas around the city, and then also be the grade level that we would want to work with, which is fourth grade.
Okay. That's fine with me. You know, I'm assuming it's fine with the schools since those changes have been made at their request.
They suggested those, yes.
Yes. Okay. So our program now consists of a tree planting at Joy Park on April 28th, the actual Arbor Day. And then going forward the following week. Is there any particular order that we want to do this?
So if we follow the schedule that we were thinking for the week of Arbor Day and just move it back 1 week to start the 28th, we would do Kraus CLC first on Monday, the 28th, Finley on Tuesday, the 29th, Wednesday, the 20th, Wednesday, the 30th, I'm sorry, Mickey Bright. Then Thursday, May 1st, Case, and Friday, May 2nd, Schumacher. But
Okay.
again, we have to send that over to all the principals and make sure the kids are available at those times. So then we can update everyone once it's confirmed. I just didn't finalize anything because we needed to agree as a group when we were going to do this, since we can't do it the week of Arbor Day.
Okay. At this point going forward, I think we could say that this is how we're going to do it. If we have to change it, we will, but I'm hopeful we won't have to. I will entertain a motion to set this as Arbor Day activities.
Before we do a motion, I just want to confirm that the tree that we are planting at Joy Park, that the city can provide that, because we have the 5 donated trees for the schools. And so if we have to use one of those then for Joy Park, then we have to remove one of these off the list.
I can
Oh,
run that down, Jackie.
Okay.
I think that we can, but let me run that down with Matt and Leah.
well, Matt's here. Let's ask.
Yeah, we'll be able to get a tree. It's not a problem. What time are we going to be planting at Joy Park?
Probably 10 o'clock would make it easiest for, oh no, we were talking about doing it later in the day, weren't we?
5 or
4
5:30, I think, is when uh we were thinking, but I need an exact time so I can talk to the folks over at the community center about advertising for it. They're going to put
Okay.
out some flyers and some posters and things like that. And I think talk to the marketing team about getting something on the internet. I just need a time so that I can communicate that to them. 5
And you said
o'clock?
5 o'clock? That sounds good to me.
Okay.
Anybody else?
Does that work with the mayor's calendar and all
I
that?
don't know.
Yeah.
I had already blocked, I had blocked like 10 or 11 a.m. Sarah, I think I sent you what I had blocked on his calendar for for Arbor Day. So I don't know now if 5 will work for him, but
Does that matter?
I think
He-
Jeff was thinking we would get more people involved if we did it later in the day. And
Yeah, he's
I
right.
can't remember if he talked about this at the last meeting or maybe
Yeah,
he
we
was just
did.
talking to me personally, but he was saying that 5 o'clock would be a good time. We can easily just make it 10 though. It's not a big deal to me.
Well, it is if we want to have people there. You know, we all know it's easier for people who work during the day to do things in the afternoon. It's easier to shave 1 hour off the end of the day than it is to, you know, start late. I'm Casey, is there any way you can check with him fairly soon so we would know?
Yeah, I'll check today. And I know we need a proclamation, Sarah. So in case he has a commitment that evening, someone will be able from the mayor's office to give a proclamation. So that won't be an issue. So I think the evening it's fine to go with that, and we'll figure out what we can scheduling wise, who can be there from the mayor's office.
Yeah,
Matt, I think like if we're making this into a big event and hoping people come out, I would not just coordinate the timing with the rec center. Like, let's go through communications here, and they can produce like a nice flyer, and they can help get the word out on social media and provide it to the rec center so that they can populate the area with it. But I want to loop communications in.
That sounds good.
okay.
So I have just a clarifying question. So it sounds like obviously the week following Arbor Day, we're hitting a different school every single day, and Finley was listed for Tuesday. For example, I think Nikki Bright was listed on Wednesday, Case was on Thursday, and Schumacher was on Friday. What school were you looking at that Monday? Because
Kraus.
What school?
Kraus.
Kraus. Okay, gotcha. So Joy Park is still on for that Friday on Arbor Day itself.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Great. Any other questions, comments? Because now I'm going to entertain a motion that we accept this schedule. April 25th for Arbor Day at Joy Park at 5 o'clock. And then the following week at Kraus on Monday, 2 at Finley, Mickey Bright on Wednesday, Case on Thursday, excuse me, and Schumacher on Friday. And I'm assuming these will all be 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock.
It depends on the school and what's best for them. And I don't necessarily know if we should say in the motion that we're going at specifically on the specific day to the specific school, because what if the principal can't do that? Can we just list the schools and the week, and then once I get those set, hopefully it'll be today or tomorrow because they already reached out this morning, then we can send the schedule, or I don't know if that works or not, but I don't want to commit to Kraus on Monday if the fourth graders have something going on and they can't be there.
Okay, I will amend the motion for April 25th at Joy Park. And then our focus will be on those 5 schools the following week, scheduled to be nailed down at a later date. Does that work?
Yes.
Okay. Second?
Second.
Okay.
Do a roll call. Viviano, aye. Forte,
Aye.
Ricciuti,
Aye.
and Bradenberg.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Okay. Well, that being the sum of our agenda, I will go ahead and adjourn our meeting. Because I know Jackie and Gabe, we need, because of open records, I know Casey wants to talk to us about the mayor's Earth Day plans, and we can't do that if 4 of us are here.
I think Sarah, I'm sorry, I don't want to mess up any of the meeting stuff. So I think I can just send an informative email about the city's Earth Day plans, like out via email to everyone, the same way I would do it for the public, so that we're just above board here. So I think rather than keep everyone behind, I'll send an email describing the Earth Day plans and invite everyone to participate, just like the general public would.
Great. Okay. Well, in that case, we are adjourned. And everybody have a great rest of your morning. Thank you for being here.